What's up guys, it's Tom here and welcome to a brand new football talk video, and today's topic is the Jurgen Klopp out campaign on Twitter and on various social media. I've been reading the Liverpool forums and also I've been looking up this hashtag which got trending in Liverpool after, you know, Liverpool got knocked out of the League Cup in the semi-final in a very cruel fashion. And I found it outrageous, but before I get my opinion into this video, I want to ask your opinion. Where do you stand on this debate? Do you think that Jurgen Klopp should have signed more players in the summer and in the January transfer window? Do you think that we should judge him only after he brought in his own players? Because remember, for example, in the League Cup semi-final, only Joel Matip and Loris Karius, those were the only two players in the team who were Jurgen Klopp signings. And I think we should only judge Jurgen Klopp as a Liverpool manager after he spent a couple of summer transfer windows, you know, and molded this squad into his own image. And let's not forget that Liverpool played some of the best football in England in the first like 4 months of the season. Up until January we were, you know, challenging for the league title, and we played some of the best football that I've ever seen as a Liverpool fan. And I think this overreaction comes from the fans who have been waiting for 27 years for the Premier League title to come back to Liverpool, and for the First Division English League title to be won by Liverpool. And I think this frustration just got overblown, and I can fully understand the fans' frustration, because we were in such a great position. In January, we beat Man City, we were like 5 points behind Chelsea. We could have put immense pressure on Chelsea had we beat Sunderland and Swansea City in the Premier League. And also we were minutes away from winning against Sunderland. We were minutes away from winning at Manchester United. And that Swansea game, and after the League Cup loss, you know, 2 home losses in a row after like 25 games unbeaten, of course the fans just got very upset and very frustrated, mainly because, you know, some of the fans are really impatient nowadays, especially on social media, when you are just 2 clicks away of voicing your opinion. But I just found it ridiculous how quickly fans forget where this team was when Jurgen Klopp took over. We were frankly a mid-table Premier League side under Brendan Rodgers. In the last 1.5 years of Brendan Rodgers' reign, we couldn't buy a win in Europe. We couldn't get far in the Europa League with Brendan Rodgers, never mind the Champions League. And in the Premier League we were just so inconsistent. And the one main issue that remains from that era is the defense. It's still not rectified, we still concede too many goals, but otherwise the progress has been immense. And whoever thinks that Liverpool should sack Jurgen Klopp is just mental, I mean mentally insane or something like that. Those Liverpool fans who are saying Klopp out are just, you know, did you forget what we were under Roy Hodgson, or what we were under, you know, Brendan Rodgers? Oh my goodness, we were just a shambles. And Jurgen Klopp, with the Brendan Rodgers' team, he actually signed like Steven Coker on loan, but he didn't play much. With Brendan Rodgers' team, Jurgen Klopp made it to the Europa League final and the FA Cup, the League Cup final. And yes, we lost both finals, but mainly because the team wasn't good enough, and he improved most of the players. Look at Adam Lallana. He improved tenfold. Look at Jordan Henderson, he's now a much better player. Look at Dejan Lovren. I know that you know, I'm not the biggest fan of Lovren, but even he improved under Jurgen Klopp. And the signings that Jurgen Klopp made, I think almost all of them have been a success. Sadio Mane, one of the best signings of the Premier League. Yes, we missed him badly, and yes, we should have prepared for Mane's absence much better, and I've been critical of that myself. But even Jurgen Klopp, you know, one of the top 5 best managers in world football, even he can make mistakes, and I think he will learn from it. And today in his or yesterday in his column, Jurgen Klopp said that this slump, this bad run that Liverpool are in, this is part of the process of the evolution of this team. This is the part of the process that we have to go through these hard times to learn and become a better team, become a better squad. The one criticism aimed at Jurgen Klopp that I can agree with is his substitutions in the League Cup semi-final. He left it too late. He brought on Sturridge with like 13 minutes to go, and he brought on Wijnaldum with like 5 minutes to go. But I cannot sort of understand. Sorry, he brought on I think it was Origi with 30 minutes to go, not Sturridge, of course, because we actually created chances, and the fine margins. You know, if Sturridge takes one of his chances, one of his big chances against Southampton, if we go 1-0 up, it's a completely different game. We could have brought the game to extra time, and we could have been through to the League Cup final, and then the mood would be completely different. And Jurgen Klopp cannot himself put the ball into the back of the net, and then he has Sturridge missing 2 clear-cut chances. You know, that's not Jurgen Klopp's fault. The players have to shoulder the responsibility. Another little bit of criticism that I have, and I have with this problem, with this squad, I have a problem, is that the squad is too thin. We knew that in the summer, and yes, we brought in a lot of very good players. Loris Karius, I think he came out of this League Cup with huge credit. In both games against Southampton, he was outstanding. Even though we lost both games, Karius made incredible saves, and the League Cup semi-final could have been over well before that Shane Long goal in the last minute of the second leg. But for Loris Karius' world-class saves. So Matip has been a huge success. Klavan has been pretty okay. I still feel that we could improve on both Klavan and Lovren. I would, you know, bring in better centre-backs if I was Jurgen Klopp. So the biggest criticism, I think, is the substitutions, and that we should have bought more players in the summer transfer window. And in January we could have bought other players as well, but I think the reason why Jurgen Klopp doesn't buy is he doesn't want to overspend, and maybe we don't know the behind the scenes. I think the money is there, money was available. Lots of the Liverpool fans are also criticizing the owners, but I think it's Jurgen Klopp who doesn't really want to spend that money, because remember that in the summer the net spend was actually negative, so we actually earned more money from player sales than we spent on players. So there is definitely money there to be spent, but Jurgen Klopp doesn't want to spend it just for the sake of spending it. He wants to spend only on players who could improve the squad. And those players, you know, are not available in the January transfer window. So in the summer, I still feel that we should have done more. We should have brought in another winger. We should have brought in maybe another centre-back and a player who can be like a creative midfielder. I still feel that in midfield we are actually pretty much okay. We need either you know, a very good backup left back, and a very good centre-back, and a goal-scoring winger who is skillful, fast, pacey, and who can go past people. So that's my opinion. That's my opinion. I think if Jurgen Klopp would have bought maybe 2 more players, like a left back, a backup left back, a backup centre back who is better than Klavan, and a player similar to Sadio Mane, because you could see that without Mane, Liverpool are just not the same team. He stretches defenses, he worries defenders, he can run in behind, and without Mane, you know, Liverpool are much easier to defend against. And you could see that against Swansea, against Southampton, who defended with low blocks of like 5, 6 defenders, 4 midfielders in 2 banks of, you know, like a brick wall. Without Mane, we cannot really penetrate those defenses. And what I don't really understand is why don't we change up our playing style? Because we put like 42 crosses into the Southampton box when we didn't really have a tall striker in there. And yes, Firmino scored 2 great goals against Swansea from 2 crosses, but too many times our crossing hasn't been good enough. I always say that we should whip in like, you know, low crosses hard across the box, which the defenders, you know, have to deal with, and that's pretty difficult. Instead, we loop the ball into the box, which is much easier to defend in my opinion. So that's just my take on what we should do if we want to cross it, but I would much prefer to do like little interchanges, 1-2s, and I would have also played Moreno in the second half in the League Cup because he has a little bit of pace. We just need another pacey winger, and I really hope that in the summer Jurgen Klopp will sign someone. The bottom line is keep the faith with Jurgen Klopp, give him time. He needs to bring in his own players. Liverpool just need better players. Jurgen Klopp cannot score without, you know, without better players for the team. So the likes of Daniel Sturridge has to find his goal-scoring boots again. But now I will be watching the Liverpool-Wolverhampton FA Cup game, and Fanzone live reactions are coming. So stay tuned. Thanks for watching. See you later, guys. Goodbye.